welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Sian and I'm on a budgeting journey to get debt free, and today I thought I would do a little video on my 2023 goals. Probably a little bit late compared to everybody else, but you know, better late than never, as they say. So yeah, I've never really set goals before. I'm normally, I just don't set goals. I mean, I might think to myself, oh, I'd quite like to do that by this time. Nothing's ever written down or anything like that. I'm hoping that writing it down, being able to reference back to it whenever I'm, I don't know, feeling a bit like, oh, I'm not really getting anywhere with anything, maybe like going back to my goals and being like, oh, actually, I'm halfway there, or I've actually managed to do that one and I haven't even realised. I thought that'd be a good idea. And obviously, starting in January is a good time to have a look at those goals and see what it is that I want to do. So yeah, I thought I would do a little video just going over that. So yeah, like I said, I've never done this before, so I've sort of written down a few bits that I've got to my side here just so I can reference them, because if I don't write them down I will forget them. I don't know if anyone else is like this, probably are, but if I don't write something down, it's forgotten. I might as well have forgotten it yesterday before I even knew I needed to remember it. So yeah, so I've just written it down just so I have something to look at. Let's just turn that on, do not disturb. Yeah, so I think I'm just looking at my notes. I might put them in order of what is priority, or no, maybe not priority. Maybe what I want, like in order of how I want to get them done, if that makes sense. So the first one would be to pay my car insurance in full. Now, as far as like cash stuffing and stuff, I should have that done. It shouldn't be a problem, but it'd be quite nice to just be able to tick one off. It's a goal, I haven't done it yet, so it's still a goal, it's still something that I want to do, and I haven't done it yet, so I can still work towards that. May, around, I think it's the 6th or so, is when my car insurance is due, and we have, I think off the top of my head, we have 200, we should be able to check here actually, let's have a quick flick. We've got 260 in car insurance currently. I don't know why I'm scrolling there. Go back to the right pad. Yeah, we've got 260. Last year my renewal was 380, I think, if I was to pay it in full. So I'm pretty sure I'm definitely going to be able to do that, even if it's gone up slightly with what I have planned for the next couple of months. It shouldn't be a problem. So the first one we will do, we'll write that down. So number 1, excuse my handwriting. I don't have the nicest handwriting, but at least I can read it. So we want pay car insurance in full. And I'm just going to put May, we'll put 2023, just in case. So yeah, so pay car insurance in full by May 2023. That shouldn't be a problem. I'm going to cross that off on my little list. Okay, so next one. I've got one for Christmas, but I think I'll put that last, seeing as it's going to come at the end of the year. Which one? I think we'll do car maintenance next. So, come on, there we go. So car maintenance is something that I've never saved for. I've never really saved for any of these bits. There's a few that I have, but the majority of like all my cash envelopes and stuff, I've never saved for it throughout the year or anything like that. So car maintenance is another big one that I would like to be able to get maybe £200 saved in there. Even if we have to dip in it, I'd quite like a minimum of £200. I might reassess that. Because obviously £200 isn't going to go far when you think of like getting new tyres and stuff like that. But I'd quite like to be able to get £200 into the cash envelope for my sinking funds, if you like, for car maintenance. So I think we will put that one as the next one. So we'll put £200 in car maintenance. I'm gonna call it in the sinking fund. I'm not going to put a date on that because, like I said, we might need to dip into that. I did recently get 2 new tyres. I've bought brake pads and stuff like that. There's currently £1 in there, which will get taken out, and then we'll sort of start afresh from the next cash stuffing that we do that includes that folder. But I would just quite like to get £200 minimum, and then I'll probably build on that. It might end up being that I try and get £400 to £500 a time in there, but there are stuff that we need to get done on the car. So as long as I can do that, as long as we can get £200 in there by Christmas, I'll be happy. And that would include I like dipping into it and stuff if we needed to. So yeah, but overall, if we can get £200, should we put, let's put December. I don't know why I'm going to put 2023 on all of these because they should technically all be in 2023. Let's get rid of that, actually. Let's get rid of 2023 because they are goals for this year and I want to try and obviously complete them by the end of this year. My iPad's not playing ball today. So that's that one. Car maintenance done. I'm not doing any of these in order then, am I? Should we, let's put Christmas in next. So I've managed to save money, at least for last year, and I'm pretty sure I did it for the year before, and I've just been slowly increasing how much I put into it. Last year I did £300 and I did have some left over, but this year I'm going to try and do £40 every month. There's already £40 in here and £10 towards what's going to go in next month. So there would be £80 at the end of January already in there. I'm going to put that I want a minimum of £300 for Christmas, but obviously if I'm putting £40 in, then we should be able to do over that. And the plan is that it goes towards all of the Christmas presents, but I'm also hoping that any extras I can put towards like the Christmas food shop and stuff. So, yeah, I'm gonna put minimum of 300, because I feel like if I put 400, I'm gonna like kick myself if anything goes wrong and I don't manage to do it. I'm probably gonna be really gutted. So £300 I know is more than manageable because that's what I did last year. So I'm gonna keep it at 300, but yeah, if we do more than that, we do more than that. So that's fine. And it just means that if one month I need to, not stuff it for whatever reason, maybe the car needs a new set of tyres or something, and need to allocate some money somewhere else, then it means that I can do that. And then I'm still, on track to do my goals. I don't know if that's the right way of doing it, but I've never done this before. So who knows? So let's do 300 minimum in Christmas. Okay, perfect. So we've already got 3 goals. I won't bother putting December because, Christmas is in December, so I think I should remember that. So, number 4. Now, I am sort of trying to do this in a sort of order. So the next one, which definitely needs to be done within 9 months, and if you've watched my last videos, you know what I'm talking about already, is to clear the new credit card off, which is the Vanquish credit card. We have paid off the Sainsbury's, unless there's any interest and stuff, which I will update on the next video that comes when I get an update from Sainsbury's. I'm sure there's probably going to be like £1 or something interest that I need to pay. But as far as I'm aware, Sainsbury's credit card is done and it's all paid for. We now just have the £920 something that's on the Vanquish credit card that we transferred. We did a balance transfer of £900 plus the 3% fees or whatever. But we've got 9 months interest free. So I want to obviously clear that before the 9 months, which I'm pretty sure we're going to be able to do, no problem at all. So clear credit card. So yeah, I'm pretty sure we're going to be able to do this. Shouldn't be any problems whatsoever doing that. And from what I've got planned and how I've been looking at my budget and stuff, we should be able to do that within 9 months, if not sooner. And then also hopefully have a bit of money. Well, I say that. By the end of the 9 months, if we left it for 9 months, just before I needed to pay that money, then we would actually have some extras left over that we can then put towards what is going to be our next goal. But obviously I'm just going to pay that off as soon as I can. As soon as we have got the full amount that is needed to clear it, then it's going to be cleared. We're going to be making minimum payments. We're going to be making extra payments without money that's going to be cash stuffed. It's just stuff that's going to be in my bank. I'll probably explain again in the next video or something, but it has been explained in one of my previous ones roughly what we are doing. So yeah, so we're going to get that one cleared off. So the next ones probably aren't in any order. They're just things that I would like to do in 2023. The first would be to halve the loan. So after the Vanquis credit card is done, the next thing we are working on is my loan. And that's roughly 9,000. I'd quite like to halve that this year, with the what's the word, premise of completing it, paying it off by the end of next year. Now hopefully we can do that sooner. We'll obviously have to see how we do this year, but yeah, there's roughly 9,000 on there. If I make, that's including interest, so I'm not technically accruing any interest on that. That includes any interest. So if I make an extra payment right now of around £900 to £950, somewhere around there when I last looked, if I paid around that price, around say £950, then I should also knock off around £950 to £1,000 worth of interest because of that early payment. I would only ever reduce the time spent paying the loan off instead of reducing the amount I pay each month from the direct debit that comes out. That way I'm paying off more interest and paying it off quicker. I'm already budgeting to spend the £252, I think it is, every month to go towards the loan. So there's no point in changing that. I'd rather pay off any extras that I can, get a rebate on the interest, and then it be a shorter period that we need to pay it back on. So that is what I'm going to do. Once we have paid that Vanquis card off, any money from then on that was going towards the credit card, we're going to snowball it. It's going to go towards the debt. So I'm assuming that minimum payments are going to be around £20 for the Vanquis card. I said I was going to explain it in another video, but I'm going to explain it now. With money that I put into a different bank account for all of my direct debits, I overpay into that account just so I know I have enough money to cover everything. There should be, there should be around 20 to £30 a month extra put into that account, which is money that I'm going to use to pay the minimum balance on the Vanquis credit card. Now, once should be, I think, the beginning of May. So April will be the last payment that I'll pay on the car insurance that I'm paying monthly. So from May's paycheck, there will be £40 or £42 extra going into my bills account, which was going towards the car insurance, but obviously I'm going to be paying that off in full, so there's going to be an extra £42. Now I'm going to carry on putting that money into that bank account, and then I will be using that to make extra payments just straight away on the credit card every month. I'll do like the £20 or whatever minimum, and then I'll top it up with an extra £40. So I'm roughly going to be paying, say, £50 to £60 a month straight out of my bills account. So I'm already paying some off. I know it doesn't really matter, but I'm just going to do it. And then, you know, by the end, if after 5-6 months we only need £300, for instance, to say, and I've got £300 in my cash envelopes, then I will just take that money into the bank and pay off that credit card, and then it's done. So at whatever point we get to that point, that's what's going to happen. Obviously, once I've paid the Vanquis credit card, that is so hard to say. Once I've paid that, we will then use that £60 or so. I'm just going to keep putting that into that bills account, and I'm just going to make an extra payment of £60 or whatever it might be straight onto the loan. So every month I'm paying off some, and I'm reducing that interest as well. That's the plan at the moment. That's the idea. And then obviously I can save some in here. I don't want to save too much in here, just because I want to be able to reduce that interest. So obviously the more payments I make sooner, the more I'm going to reduce in the interest. So I'm just trying to make it shorter and shorter and quicker to pay it off. So that is what I want to do. I have also thought about my car insurance. Instead of withdrawing the money and putting it in my cash folder, I do have a Plum account. Now, I was using that for investments and stuff. There is some money in that account for investments, which I'm planning on keeping until it hits around £1,000, and then withdrawing that and putting that towards the loan, in hopes that it's going to really help things along and help reduce things. But I have also got a saving space on there, which I think it's 1.95% interest, and that's paid monthly. Now I'm thinking maybe not with the money I've already got. I know I might do, I don't know, I'm in an R-ing about it still, so I'm not really sure. But I'm thinking that I might keep that money in that account, because then I can accrue interest on it. I did have like a paid plan on Plum, but I stopped using it because I realised, well, I'm cash stuffing now, I'm withdrawing the money. I don't want, because they was withdrawing money from my account each month to put towards savings and investments, which was fine. That's what I wanted to do. I don't want to do that anymore. So I've stopped it, and I've got the free plan. Now I can't add any more investment spaces. I can't do a lot with it anymore. I can withdraw my investments. I can't add any to it, which I'm fine with. I can't add any more spaces and stuff, and I'm not going to reconnect my bank because that's going to end soon. But I thought I might make use of that folder, that space or whatever, and put that car insurance money in there, because it's probably going to be around the same money as the Christmas money. But I think, yeah, one of those, I might just put it in that account, just get a bit of interest in it, even if it's not a lot, even if it's like £1 or something over the year, I don't know. But I think I got like 15p last month, and there was like nothing in there. I don't know, maybe I don't really understand how interest and all that works, but anyway, that's what I'm thinking of doing with that. I've done enough rambling. So yeah. So next was that we just put half loan. So yeah, ideally I'd quite like to get that loan halved, so that would be £4,500. Let's put that on there. 4,500. So yeah, if we can get that to that, then I'll be happy. If we do anything more than that, then I will be over the moon. Because then that means we've got even more of a chance of finishing it next year. If we get to that by the end of this year, then we'll have no problem finishing it off at the end of next year, if not sooner, just because we won't have that Vanquis credit card to pay and all of that jazz. So that's that one. I'm sorry for the rambling. So number 6, again, there's no priority on either of these two especially. So the next one is I'd quite like to be monetized on YouTube. Obviously, I am a long way from there. You do need 1,000 subscribers, which I am nowhere near currently. I think it was 151 the last time I looked. It has jumped up a little bit, which I'm very, very much grateful for. But I'd quite like that extra stream of income. What's the word? No matter how small that money is, I'd quite like to have an extra stream of income, which is then going to tie into the next goal as well. So let's write this one down. So be monetized on YouTube. Yeah, so like I say, it's going to take some time. It might not even get done this year, but I'm going to try my best to try and make it happen this year. I think obviously the more videos I can get out, the better. So that's just one of my goals, which, like I said, is going to tie in with number 7, which is reduce hours at day job. Oh. Yeah, so number 7 is reduce hours at day job. So if you didn't know, I do also have I have my main income, my main job. I'm a printer, if you was wondering. And I have to travel a 52-mile round trip every day, which is why I have to stuff a hell of a lot of money into fuel every month. Now, I don't mind my job, it's okay. It pays the bills and stuff. But I've always had the dream of working from home, working for myself. And this year has made me realise that it could actually be something that happens within the near future. So again, a bit of background, if you haven't watched my previous videos, I haven't really gone into it much, but I set up TikTok, like a TikTok shop and stuff, back in June, end of June, I think it was, or July. Now, I've had a website for my small business since 2019 when I first started it. And it was slow. I didn't really put that much into it. I wasn't very good at posting on Facebook and Instagram and all of that. And I'd get a few sales here and there. And it just got really quiet. And obviously with COVID and that, it was probably even worse. But yeah, back in June, July last year, I set up TikTok shop and I thought, do you know what, I'll give this a go. And then I was like, oh my God, everyone's saying that you need to go live and all of this to get sales. And I did it. I pushed myself out my comfort zone and I did it. And I haven't looked back since. Business has been booming. It's been better than it ever has before. And so at the moment, I'm trying my hardest to make that work to the point where I can reduce my hours at my day job. Not necessarily leave completely, because it's nice obviously having that regular income coming in. If you have a slow week or slow month on TikTok or on your website or whatever, it can be really scary. And I don't have the funds to be able to keep living, if things did go quiet. And obviously, being paid for holidays and stuff like that, it's all really good to have that security. So I'm not necessarily looking at leaving my job. I just want to, rely on myself a bit more and have more time. I'm very limited on time at the moment, because also, if you didn't know, I am studying for a degree. I'm doing a degree in computing and IT, and I only technically have the rest of this year, so until about June or July, and then if I carry on with how I'd planned things to go, I'd have 2 years left. I'm doing it part-time through the Open University. It's been great. I've done really well so far, and I really want to get that first, and I'm so close. But because the business has really picked up, I've been really struggling to do a lot of my studying, which, touch wood, luckily it hasn't stopped me from getting good grades. So I'm still on track for doing really well. I just need to make the decision on whether or not I carry on studying at the pace I am, or if I slow things down a bit to, focus on my business, and just take my time with my studying a bit more. And then obviously with doing YouTube and having my other TikTok account, to do with the cash stuffing, there's just not enough hours in the day basically. So I want to reduce my hours at my day job, but like I said, it sort of ties in with being monetized on YouTube. If business keeps going like it is on TikTok, then I don't need to get that much from YouTube. I'm not trying to boast or anything. I'm just giving you the facts. Like, I wouldn't need to earn loads of money through YouTube to, make things work. I'm already looking at moving my hours about. So thinking of doing my hours over 4 days instead of 5. So although I'd have longer days, I would have a day off extra, which would give me a chance to make all the stock that I need to do the bit of more studying that I need to do. But, I'd quite like to maybe just work 4 days a week at 8 hours a day like I'm doing at the moment, or 8.5, instead of having to do 10-hour days. So hopefully you understand where I'm coming from and what the plan is with those. Like I said, having the YouTube monetization just means that there's that little bit of extra income trickling in, along with the TikTok, my website and everything. So if you haven't already, please subscribe. I'd very, very much appreciate it. And watching my videos all the way through really helps as well, because I need those hours too, which is probably going to be the hardest thing to get, is those watch view hours, or whatever they call them. Feel free to share with your friends and everything. Like I say, it's very much appreciated, but I am also gobsmacked at how fast we have got to where we are. There's people that have been on here for a longer time than I have, and don't have even 100 subscribers. So I'm so blown away by the amount of people that have supported me so far, and especially the community. I know everyone says it, but it is true. Everyone is so lovely in this community. I couldn't do it without all you guys, for inspiration, and like keeping you accountable as well. Like, these videos, I watch them all the time. Like, I can watch them at work and I watch them at home. And it's just so inspirational and motivating to watch these other people just putting some money in an envelope. It might not seem like a lot, but if you're feeling a bit deflated and like, things aren't really going how I want, or I can't stuff that much, or whatever it might be, just watching some of these other people, hopefully myself included, just makes you feel so much better, and like makes me want to go and buy all of these new challenges, and like it makes me think about, actually, maybe what if I do it this way, or that person's done this, like maybe I should do that, maybe that might work for me, that sort of thing. It is so motivational. So I definitely recommend going and having a look. People that comment on my video or other people's videos, like, just go and have a look at their channels, and if it's something that you like, then definitely give them a little subscribe as well. But again, I'm really so grateful for everyone that's subscribed so far, and I'd be very much appreciative if you haven't already, then subscribe. So that is everything. That is all of my goals that I have written down. I think, do you know what? I think most of this is very much doable. I'm like 100% on the first 4, definitely. I mean, I could reduce my hours now if I wanted to. It just mean that I wouldn't get paid as much. I want to be earning what I am now per day or something. I don't know. Anyway, we won't go into that, but I think the first 4 are definitely doable this year. Monetization on YouTube, it's a bit touch and go. I mean, it depends if I stick at it, if people find my content interesting, that sort of thing. So, if that doesn't happen this year, then hopefully it will happen next year. But we will try our best to get it done for this year. So I think that's it. We've been going long enough. We've been nearly going for half an hour. So I think I'll leave it there. I was going to record another video, but my voice is going a bit husky, so I think I won't bother. I'm going to try my hand at making some envelopes after this video. Steve's gone to the pub. I was like, nah, I'm in my pyjamas. I did lock myself out earlier, but I'm going to save that. I might write myself a note to remind myself to tell you guys in the next video. But yeah, I locked myself out because I'm an idiot. But anyway, thank you so much, everyone, for watching my video. If you've made it this far, leave me a little pink emoji. I saw this. I'm really sorry. I've forgotten who I watched the other day. I've stolen your idea of dropping an emoji. But yeah, if you've made it this far, drop me a pink emoji. It's my favourite colour. I don't mind what it is, but I just want to see how many of you are watching all the way through. And let me know if you've got any goals that maybe are similar to mine. Maybe you've even completed a goal already. Let me know in the comments below. I appreciate all the thumbs up and, of course, all the subscriptions. And yeah, I will see you all again soon. Bye.